One of my rescues was a combination Basset Beagle, and I have a painting of her on my wall. And she was rescued by my daughter in Chiefland on Highway 19. And I had a huge connection with her. As soon as I found out she had to get spayed, she came back from being spayed and she was in pain, and I just connected with her. I got down on the dog bed with her. I think it has something to do with the way they look at you and their eyes. I mean, they have almost human-like eyes where they look at you and they understand you and support you. And if they love animals, you know, as I do, I just think it's a wonderful thing to do. Animals can't help themselves, so we have to help them. I mean, I've been here since the 70s, and I've been to the SPCA facility, you know, many times a long time ago, and I was surprised to see that it really hadn't changed very much. And the wonderful things they're doing, they need better facilities. I was impressed with how clean it is and how wonderful everybody is. They're so nice. Everyone's so nice. Well, we discovered that when we took in an injured bird, and we got the tour of the whole facility that you've added. And I think it's wonderful for people to know that you can take injured wildlife there. Brought in a dove that had fallen out of a tree, I think, or was injured. And recently just brought in a squirrel. And he, I think, had fallen out of a tree. And then we had the mockingbird release, which was really great in the back part of the property. They brought, I think, nine birds. And they didn't want to come out of the cage at first. I was like, come on out. But we had to actually turn it upside down at one point so they would get the message and fly out. We have this beautiful property, and I think it's a wonderful place for birds to be released, and I'm hoping they come back. They're mockingbirds, which I love. I love their song.
Have you ever thought about expanding your animal artistry to some of the wildlife?
I certainly could, yeah. I just have such an affinity for dogs. It just seems such an easy thing to do, but I would do all of that, sure. I just remember seeing in a magazine someone that had done that with their animals, and I thought what a special thing that was. So I decided to do that. And being an artist, I trained for a long time, and I just thought this would be a great way to memorialize them, give them some credit. It's a watercolor, I can do it pretty quickly, a day or two maybe. If it's a pastel, sometimes that takes quite a bit longer, or an acrylic takes longer too. But no, it's just the creative process. You know, sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes a month. Well, Sophie was from a breeder, which is unusual for me. I usually rescue. But I wanted a particular dog that my children were not allergic to, so that was the reason. So we got a golden doodle, and she's from a breeder in outside of Tampa. Sophie likes to play with her toys. She has huge baskets of toys, and she's always bringing one over and playing with it. And she chases balls somewhat. You throw it maybe 3 times, the 3rd time she's done. She's not gonna go. Just a sweet dog. She's very smart compared to my Basset Hounds. She's a lot smarter.